Hello. So I'm using my Canon today because I want to show the front, and it is pretty loud on the street. So I just wanted to see if I can get everything into one source of recording or format. But I recorded this yesterday. It turns out that my phone overheated, and so the video I recorded wasn't able to save correctly. So now I just want to record here and show off. So it'll just be it's kind of like a little quicker than yesterday, but hopefully things will still work out. Oh yeah, anyways though, this is month 4. And it's either Friday or Saturday, I can say marks the 4th month. But yeah, it's August 15th, and basically I've been doing this for about 4 months now. I'm gonna start here and then go over to this area in a second. But here, I'm gonna show, I guess, what stuff hasn't improved. I harvested about 4 or 5, I think maybe 5 of these tomatoes, and they're still growing some. So although these are determinate, and they've been here, for a little over 4 months. For a little over 4 months. It's still growing. As you can see, I have this one and this one. This one I'm gonna get ready to harvest right about now, before the other animals get to it. But yeah, I mean, if I didn't say it before, I made it a goal to try not to buy any more tomatoes, at least as long as I'm growing them. But if it's something that's more urgent, then yeah, I'll use them. So I've been using this, I bought some stuff from Trader Joe's and some patties, and I was waiting for these to be ready and able to actually eat them, which was a while back, but hopefully they're still good. And I also have some, I forget what the name of it, but I don't know how I got these actually. I think because it's approaching fall, they're these little mossy flying things. I think they're cotton aphids. And so many of them, it's kind of scary. Yeah, if it gets to the point where they kind of leave that sticky stuff around, I'm gonna have to spray them, basically, hopefully have them leave. Yeah, that's it on at least those tomatoes here. This one is getting ready to harvest pretty soon. They're supposed to be an orangey color when they're ready. And it turns out this plant overall is pretty small compared to yellows. I don't know if it's because they were planted in slightly close proximity, or if that's just how they typically are. But yeah. What are these? I forgot the name of this one. This is an orange bell pepper. You can see it's starting to change color, so which means it's going to be ready within the next couple of weeks. Then this one is the gypsy. Everything here is actually smaller, and I know it's because everything was planted closer. But I'm not stressing at all. Here's the jalapeno. I think this one is definitely more than ready. I'm gonna take it off. This one is also over ready actually. I think this is really, really mature. You can see it right here. And then the strawberries, they're starting to fruit. So everything here, I have some funky looking peppers, but I'd say my favorite one is this one. This is the roasted red bell pepper, I think. But it looks like a jalapeno. Kind of has a funky shape. They all do. But I know it's because I planted them in close proximity. But I'm regularly adding have a good life. They won't be deprived because all of them are planted so close. This is The zucchini is still flowering. I mean, these are really the only two that get female flowers. These, not so much. But they produce a lot of males, which is good for these female flowers. And so I think I pollinated one this morning, and hopefully that one turns into another zucchini. Yeah. And there's a cat. These are growing pretty well. I watered all of these earlier. I'm glad I did it before the peak of the heat, so they at least got into the soil. But yeah, I know some of these probably can't tolerate the extreme heat because it's 91 degrees right now, and I'm sure a lot of these maybe don't do so well in the heat as much. Yeah. So it's Mr. Stripey. This one is actually starting to flower. And there we go. Ooh, it's gonna be a big one actually. But I'm really excited for this one to be able to flower. Yeah. And here is the Roma tomatoes. I already got one growing. Actually, two of these growing right here. That's cool. I like Roma tomatoes, so I'm excited for those to grow pretty well. This one, I forgot the name of it. Just really quick. See how far these things travel? That's crazy. That was from over there. And the wind blew it over here. That's smart. This one I got this week. I transplanted it. And then here is I think two of these are heirlooms, and that's why I got them. But I know the hybrids aren't so bad. I just wanted to see if I can grow more heirloom tomatoes. Yellow pear, I got quite a few of these right here. And then two of these that are growing, two and more actually. I know I had it pot bound for a while, so it's gradually getting down to that phase. ASMR. These, it's really hot, and I've watered these, more and more, but I think it's just the heat. Like, you see, the soil is moist, but the heat is just really getting on these. At least the ones that I got. It's crazy. I tried this before, but I've potted this. I'm not so sure if that's gonna do so well, honestly. This was the one I believe that had a disease, and you can so I kind of see that it has the disease right here because it's just kind of brownish at that point. Plus, yeah, I don't know. I mean, it was just more a tester to see. This one, I'm not so sure. Hopefully, I really hope that Texas Sage will kind of do a comeback. Yeah, I don't know. Some of these plants from Home Depot just kind of stressing me out a little bit. Took the edamame off, but they're still growing. I try not to water these as much because it is moist on the bottom, and I know, what was it? That it starts with the algae. There's a lot of it that actually grew. So, but these are, at least this one is doing pretty healthy and well. I know I planted all of these in close proximity, but once again, I like to consider this more so a prototype. So, that being said, I'm not going to stress out too much, but I really like sweet potatoes, and I hope they at least grow some stuff. Oh, look at that. This is the Sweet Million cherry tomato, and I already have one right here. So cool. Yeah, they're supposed to grow a lot. There's already a lot of these that are starting to flower, and it's not even huge yet. It's great. And here's the kale. A new bunch actually grew out of these. I think this kale probably does a little bit better in the sun than others. At least that was my observation. These over here, on the other hand, got bitten up by some pests. Here's the Biltmore tomato. I'm actually really happy because these, before when I got them, they did not look so good, and so now they're starting to do a comeback. They haven't flowered yet, but still, you know, it looks much healthier than ever. Definitely recovered well. I think I've done all these over here. Oops. Okay, so I planted some corn here on the 11th, so about 4 days ago. And look, I already have one that's starting to sprout. This is the festivity sweet corn I got from Ojai. At least the seeds I got from Ojai. And so I'm just excited to see it kind of recover and do its thing. Here, I'm pretty sure I watered these. But maybe not. I don't think so. If not, I'm gonna be a little sad. Let's see, because the heat just really came over and kind of demolished these. It was once again 93 degrees, and so some of these I ended up missing. This one I did it, not the corn, but Fernie still. But I think it's gonna recover hopefully. Okay, and here I have the okra, and I have some bugs on there. Look at that. They really love the okra leaves for some reason, whether if it's the ants or some of the other worms and stuff. It's crazy. Alright, and these they're growing pretty well. I think the stems are kind of starting to harden, so they're going. I think they are perennials. They just keep growing and growing. But I think I'm not gonna eat those necessarily. I'll give those to the rabbits and the other animals, but I'm not. I'm gonna harvest the seeds and see if I can do more with them. Which, speaking of, I'll go over there in a second and show the baby stuff, the sprouts. Yeah, here's the other one. I know it's really hot, and I realize that these definitely had to be in the shade, but it's okay. I'm not stressing out. It's alright. I don't know about the tomatoes I planted. A couple of days ago, I actually pulled some of these out, so I'm not so sure of how these are going to recover. I feel like this one isn't really doing so well. It breaks my heart, actually. You just give it a light tug, and if it just comes off, that means it's no good. So which means this plant is no good. So that means it's time. Mind you, I think I had at least 5 in there. Look at it. Showing off the roots. It's really sad, actually. Maybe those, I know it's summer, and I think was gonna make it too well, but it's just, it breaks my heart. Anyways, though, it's okay. I have plenty of other tomato plants here, but I definitely want to see if I can grow more from seed. Here are the onion chives, pineapple sage, sweet mint. I got all these early this week, and this one is actually growing very relatively large, and that's cool. I like it. Here is, alright, so here's the ones I actually grew inside. So the Italian basil is it's growing pretty well, actually. I know they're not really supposed to be in the sun at this point. I think they're going to be in the shade, but I just wanted to show at least the progress that's going on. I have 3 different types of basil here. This one is the cinnamon basil, which I actually grew from those seeds, those over there, from their seeds. And as you can see, has its they're growing their second pair of roots. They smell very cinnamony. And here's the Thai basil, and so a lot of these actually germinated. They're also growing their second set, and they smell just like how Thai basil would smell, and these strong. And here's the one I was talking about. These are the 5 I planted of the beefsteak tomato. I know this really isn't the climate, the most desirable climate, but I just wanted to see like how well these would grow and if they were going to grow. Also, these are the ones I want to donate to the community garden. Yeah. Here is the raspberry bush. It's going pretty long. And the rosemary I bought, I'm still sprouting that. Sprouting, is that the word? No, I'm still pruning it so it becomes the right size. I'm growing corn here. I think this is the corn I actually did want. Oh look, there's another one. There's 2 of them. Oops. Okay, this is actually the corn I wanted, and so with this, I'm not so sure of what what's going to come out of it, because it's been pot bound basically. Because I didn't really transfer them when they should have been transferred. So, but I'm not stressing out about it. I'll see if I can still have time. All right. Had to pull out one yesterday, but I don't. Hopefully this one makes it. This sunflower. This is actually starting to make me a little sad. Look at the one from yesterday. Aww. Hold on. Do this with 2 hands. Look at it. It breaks my heart. So sad. But yeah, I harvested this one and I harvested the seeds. So I'm not, but I think I'm gonna grow more sunflower. That's really strong. It's not coming out. Definitely had its roots all over the place. Okay, I watered these today, but obviously it was very hot. So it's kind of drooping down. I'll water it again, in fact. Oops. Keep on this. And then here's my strawberries. This one is pretty much almost ready to harvest. Still growing some, that's good. And then this one is even expanding more outside the pot. Here are the sweet potato slips. And then these, I know a lot of the carnation, the dwarf carnation kind of flowered out, so. But I heard they're perennials. Hopefully these, they're still growing. Have a flower here. And then here is the papaya. Doing okay. I'm gonna transplant them into the big red pot over there. That's the pot. Alright, and then here is the lemongrass. It's been a while since I harvested some, but it's doing okay. Smelling grassy and lemony. Eggplant. I don't think, the eggplant isn't doing so actually. At least this one, the flowers and stuff keep falling off. But I'm not stressing. I'm okay. Then here is the lettuce. I'm gonna show those off. Of course, these are already started to shoot all the way up actually. Look at that, it's already starting to flower. And then here are the ones that are actually doing okay in terms of growing. They haven't shooted anything, but I still think it would do much better in the winter time. But this really wasn't the season for them. Then here I have flowers on the bloom, the lavender, and the bee balm. I fortunately did not make it. And here is my brother complaining. Great addition as a tropical plant. It's very beautiful. Then the hibiscus, there was bamboo, the one that actually started to bamboo. You know what? I feel like I've actually watered these. It was so that even it was, I trust on it, it was not like that this morning. I wanna I'm telling you. Wow, that's unusual. Wow, you can see which ones have. Wow, that was. They said it was supposed to be gloomy all week. Apparently, that's not the case. It's crazy. That's just crazy to me. I'm sorry. Well, I think this one has at least adapted to the hot climate, but I'm still gonna water it. I'll take some of this. You saw some of these kind of like a bush, like a, but it was just really hot today, and I think from Home Depot. I'm not throwing shade or anything. I'm just saying something about. I know it's because a lot of them are grown indoors, and sometimes they just have a hard time adapting to the warmer climates. Okay, I'll do one last because I realized I missed some. But yeah, there's the basil. This heat stroke, man, I don't know how long it's gonna last. So I just have to water these and make sure they revive in the late afternoon. This is the basil. No, not the basil. This one is the bee balm. So sad. Damn, yeah. So everything else is doing okay. I want to go back and check up on these because I don't think I've done these over here yet. So these are going pretty well. I mean, I made sure and watered these. Here's the quinoa. This one was planted on the 22nd, and they're scrambling all over the place. And the Italian parsley. All of these definitely survived the heat stroke, the heat wave. That's good. That's good news. I think because I have seen a lot of I've seen a lot of these, a lot of pests in the garden recently. I'm going to take this tomato off. But of course, I need a pair of scissors. This one I'm gonna harvest even tomorrow, Monday. Alright, so I think I've pretty much went through everything here. And I think I want to go inside and show off the front garden. Well, not the front garden, just like the front area that we recently got done with this week. So yeah, I'll show that off. I just remembered I was missing something. Sorry. This was one of the 4 beets I've actually harvested yesterday. Had it on film, but because of the heat stroke, I wasn't able, I think it just kind of got up. But yeah, this is crazy. I grew this in the same container, and look at it. It's crazy. It's a decent, it's not of course the largest, but it's still a decent size considering that it was less than like a foot worth of depth. Yeah, it took about 4 months for it to get to this length, and it's pretty healthy looking beet. It's great. Yeah. And here is the bunny. It's a bunny. Hey bunny. Hey bunny. I like to give them a part of the beet. I'll give it this piece, and then I'll give it the rest later. But it's like sometimes they like the stuff I give them, and sometimes they don't. But yeah, onwards. Let's go. Alright, so I'm now in the front. I'm going to have to talk as loud as possible because I live on a loud street, but I just wanted to show like the little what we've done so far. And I just want to start over here actually, because this is where we kind of started out. This one I've actually I got this in Ojai last week, and so last Sunday I got the bamboo top. And then the next day I went to Lowe's and got this, and it was $40. And usually I don't pay that much for this, but you know what? It didn't have a hole in the bottom first off, and second of all, it just kind of looked more aesthetically pleasing, and so I got it. Despite it being pretty loud, I think it's definitely peaceful to have around during, especially during the night. And I have this charm I had for 4 years since I was in high school. I was trying to look for it again, so I can take one to college with me, but that apparently they don't sell them at the Dollar Tree anymore. At least the ones that I go to. You see, the thing is, the consequences, with that, there was a couple bugs that did die in here, but I want to try and make this where I can have some pond plants in here. I was gonna get some seeds, but I wanted to see if I can get some that already sprouted. Maybe they may sell them at an aquarium shop, but as of now, no. And here's the potato vine. Great addition. And then the palm that I got like 2 days ago. And then the rose moss. One more thing. I have some other decorations. Sorry, people are pulling up and this don't wanna. It's kind of weird. One last thing, I have the palm lantern here, and then the other stuff that my brother set up. So yeah, this is like a great addition. I mean, it's just like a tiny little oasis on a busy street, but I'm glad we've done this because we waited in a long line in IKEA, but yeah, I'm happy how it turned out, and I can't wait to see what happens next. Anyways, I will see you all next week, and thank you so much for watching.